now.
Okay, sir.
And now we have currently we were discussing about the directives in the previous session.
Yeah,
Today
yeah.
we'll talk about filters and then we'll roll back to whatever is left around.
Okay.
Okay. On this slide, there's slide number 34 in the link that I shared earlier. We are going to talk about filters, and filters are used generally to format the value that you get out of an expression.
Okay.
Okay. Now they're generally used in the templates, the HTML files that you have, and we'll
Okay.
see that example. Most of the things that I talk will be clear once we see the example. And there are built-in filters already. There are a lot of filters that come currently with AngularJS. And
Okay.
one of the filter is the filter itself. The second one filter is a currency, number, date, JSON, lowercase, uppercase, limit to order band. There are some more. Okay, so first let's quickly jump into the example. Let's take example 6a. Okay,
Sir, can you share the codes for 5C and 5B? Yesterday you explained about 5C and 5B.
yeah.
Yeah. Can you please share it? Like,
You want me to repeat 5a and 5b?
no, I just want the codes.
Oh, there were,
5C and yeah.
yeah, apart from 5a, 5b, there is C, D, and D that I've added. I'll send the code.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But for 6a and 6b,
Okay.
okay, and what you asked is right, directives and writing custom directives are really interesting. So I'll send you the code, have a practice on that. Okay, coming back to filters, let's look at this code. I hope this code is visible to you, is it?
Yes, sir, it will.
Okay, so on my code on line number 8, I have this currency, and here you see there's an expression. Do you see that flower braces here? That's an
Yes, sir.
expression. And on line number 6, I've defined that this is my Angular app. I have not given it a name, so definitely there is no script along with it. It just tells that this is an Angular app so that we can use the expressions. Now, if I just print 6700 and nothing else, what this part, you know what it will do,
Yeah.
right? It will just print 6700,
Uh,
right? Or like in the first class, we saw 2 times 1 or 2 times 3, it will evaluate it and print it. Here you have nothing to evaluate, so it will just print this number.
yeah.
Now, suppose I have this filter. Now, this pipe symbol that you see is the filter. Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
if you have some Unix background, you will understand what a filter is and why this pipe symbol is a filter. This is usually above the return key, the enter key.
Okay.
Okay. So you have to press above the return key is a backslash. If you press shift and enter, you get that pipe. The same character that you use for OR. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what a pipe does is usually what a pipe does in case of plumbing. A pipe connects uh, two sources. Like it takes input from one and leaves the content in the other place. Yeah, if the water flows into the pipe, it comes in from the tank and then it comes out of the tap. There's a pipe in between. So what pipe will do is it will take whatever is supplied to its left. This is supplied to its left, and pipe will put it out in the next one.
Next part. Yeah.
Okay. Now in Angular, this pipe character is not called a pipe, it's called a filter.
Sorry, sir.
It's called a filter, Filter.
Yeah. Sorry.
Like filter is generally anything, like you have the light filter. Suppose you have white light and you put a blue film on it,
Yes,
or
sir.
a green color or a red color film on it, it will have that kind of light coming out. All
Yeah.
others are filtered,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yeah.
Similarly, now I take this content 6700 and then I'm piping it, I'm filtering it to currency. Now, currency is an inbuilt filter in AngularJS.
Yes.
So if I take you now to the this one, currency, it formats a number as currency. So if you just put a number, it will bring those commas and dots and those currency symbol.
Yeah. It converts it into currency.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm putting it through a currency filter now. So
Yeah.
the output will have the currency. So we'll just focus on the output of line number 8, then we'll talk about 10 and 11. Okay, so okay, I don't have the live filter on controllers. Let me see if I can add the extension
Okay.
live server. Yeah, I'm adding it. Okay, while it still installs, I'll probably go and open it.
Yeah.
So I go to my local host. And the file is in my trainings. Where is this? Not sure where is that. Documents AngularJS. It's not in trainings. Documents AngularJS. And under this, I have 6A. So I'll open my 6A missing. Oh, it's on top. Now, if you see, this is the output of first line. I just had 6,700. I didn't put comma and the dots and the dollar. I just passed the currency.
Yeah. So
Okay.
by default, it is converting into dollar.
Yeah. Now, why
So,
did it convert into dollar and not in some other currency?
yeah. So we can't convert it into rupees, right? Sir?
We can do that also.
Oh,
By default, my when I install my browser, I accepted the default setting, and the default currency in the browser is dollar.
okay.
So it came up like that. But this comma and all these numbers that have come in, like dot and the 00, they are coming because this is the currency format.
Yes. Currency format.
Now let's look at the next line. I have this number of number to two decimal places. Rather, I should make it three. Okay. Suppose you want it to come up in three decimal places. In the current one, okay. In the current one, you see, I had by default two decimal places, right? I want it to come out as three. So what I would do is, this is not right what you have in the code. Please correct it. You have to put two single quotes, leave it, and then put the third one. Yeah,
Oh, so
okay. Now, what is the second one? I'll tell you. But right now, let us save this and see what happens in the output. You see that I have three decimal places now.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, in the second one, you can put anything like RS. This is the currency symbol.
Okay, the symbol which we want.
Yeah.
So,
But
but for dollar symbol, we'll take millions, sir. But in rupees, we take lakhs and thousands. So
yeah, and
that we change.
that is not happening. You see that RSS come in. So the second value that you have is the currency rupees.
Yeah.
Okay, but now look at this one. I brought in the symbol in the next one.
Yes, sir.
So for that, I used this special character, this ASCII code for the HTML. I went in and looked at the HTML's uh, rupee, Indian rupee, and I
Okay.
put in this code here, and it showed up like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now, because I'm recording, I'll stop this recording right now, and then we'll go on to the next example.
Okay.
For you, you can now go ahead with 6B.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll take that in the next video.